An Arkansas family finally has answers 18 years after the 2004 killing of Rebecca Gould. 44-year-old William Miller, the man you see here from Oregon, took a plea deal just last week, right before going to trial. He'll spend the next 40 years in prison on first-degree murder. The conviction is a moment Gould's family has been waiting on since the 22-year-old disappeared while on a weekend trip home from college. During the 2004 search, police found Gould's belongings at her boyfriend's house, and her family never gave up in the search.
Think about how your heart would be breaking and how desperately we want her back.
Gould's body was found about a week later near Highway 9, just outside Melbourne in Izard County. Tonight, Fox 16's Mitch McCoy shows us how social media may have lured the cross-country killer out of silence nearly 2 decades later.
He was one of the first people on our page.
When curiosity takes over your mind.
He was a pretty avid communicator on our page.
There's no telling.
He gave details that only the killer would know.
The past secrets you could reveal. George Jarrett is a true crime podcaster and one of the first journalists on scene when Rebecca Gould disappeared in 2004.
She stopped to get coffee and a couple of breakfast sandwiches, stuff like that, and then she headed back to her sort of ex-boyfriend's house.
It's this convenience store, formerly the Possum Trot, where Gould was last seen alive.
People scoured all over Izard County looking for this 22-year-old college student.
A week later and miles away, a search team found Gould's body. And for the last 18 years, Jared would reflect on his handwritten reporter notes from that day, wondering who killed Gould. So he teamed up with his friend, Jen Buchholz, who lives thousands of miles away in Colorado to search for answers.
We used open source information. We did not have a case file.
The duo knew the mystery could be solved.
Spent hours and hours and hours working with different weapons and dummies and ourselves.
So they started a Facebook page, Unsolved Murder of Rebecca Gould, which took off.
We had a guy join our page from the Philippines named
William Miller came onto our radar pretty early on.
Everyone wondered, why would William Miller, a man from the Philippines, be interested in an Arkansas cold case? He quickly appeared in Buchholz's inbox.
He first messaged me a month or so later.
William Miller, who just pleaded guilty in Gould's murder, sent Buchholz a Facebook message with a picture of a newspaper clipping. He wrote, "This just sticks out for me." In another message, the neighbor said he heard screaming coming from the trailer before she was missing. It does not say night or day when he heard it, so that puts him there or close by. Buchholz responds by thanking him for helping on the case.
We would communicate like we'd have a post and he would say something and then, people would be commenting.
Miller left this comment on the page. Quote, "You can see on Google Maps that there are trails, aka little roads going up to the area where Rebecca was found. I believe it would have to be someone that knows the roads and lives in the community. That would be my guess."
He kept saying things to us that were very, very suspicious.
In a private message from Miller to the team, "I think if we start from the beginning and you interview the people, we will get somewhere. I believe you can solve this. I will pray that you get justice for her family." Another member of the page started to question Miller's interest and used her experience to find a connection between Miller and Gould.
She's into genealogy, and she quickly figured out that William was the first cousin of Rebecca's sorta ex-boyfriend that she had been staying with the weekend prior to the murder.
We were coming to conclusions that had never been, discovered before.
The crime-fighting duo thought, could Miller be the killer? They played it safe.
We took those communications and we gave them to the state police.
Troopers started monitoring Miller's comments, then took him into custody months later after investigators say he confessed to the killing. The podcasters believe Miller outed himself.
Social media definitely lured him out. We know that because there was no trace of him anywhere, really, until some of these Facebook groups came to be.
It was the perfect crime until he allowed his mind to take control.
Jared says Miller told Gould's family that he just snapped at something Rebecca had said. While the podcasters believe it's Miller's guilt that led him to social media, we're told he repeatedly brought up news stories, podcasts, and the Facebook page dedicated to finding Gould's killer during his confession to state police. Back to you.
Mitch, thank you very much. It is worth noting that 16 years went by before Miller was arrested. He ended up in the Philippines in 2016 when he went on vacation and got married. Then sometime in 2020, he went to his home in Oregon. And it was later that year when he was arrested in connection to Gould's murder and then been brought back to Arkansas.